There was a period of time where I was like ridiculously hench in the gym. Like I was like the guy. I was looking at this woman and I just thought, I have to get to know her. Then she'll be getting text and she's bowling and she's holding her phone. You know when your neck is nearly upside down, you're holding your phone to hide. What's wrong with this girl? Like, why does she keep hiding? She's now like, do you know what? Fair enough, we can actually do that. But we have to come to my place. Fuck it up, why not? I was invested, my legs were crossed. One of my socks was like halfway off. I was caught. And I just see her coming and entering with another girl. I'm thinking, I'm rubbing my eyes twice. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I know this girl. This bastard, Rastalistic, God!
Then one slap this whip reverse. What's on the west, we pull up and burst. This GTC's done mileage, really can't afford to crash and burn. Can I bend down and black your back? 433, that's all like tap. This night 10 fleece too jumpy, yo Rubo, trust me, don't.
Guys, please take 5 seconds out of your time to like this video. It's really important and it allows my videos to reach other people. The moment I get 5,000 likes, I promise you guys a brand new video will come out. So 5,000 likes, brand new video every single time. Thank you.
What's good, LDN gang? Yo, I'm back again with another banger. You know why I'm laughing? Because every time I'm in the car, which has been a very long time by the way, you know there's a story time coming. I just didn't think I was ever gonna do a story time ever again on my channel. But you know what? I feel like I have real supporters that's been watching me for so long. And I just keep getting DM requests. Every time I post on Snap, they want story times back, they wanna laugh. Do you know what? I think it's time to make you guys laugh again, because I've noticed one thing about my channel is I'm really trying to develop it and make it so it's a very serious channel where I just do concepts and serious vlogs. But sometimes there's nothing wrong with a little laugh. So before I start the story time, guys, announcements. My other channel, Moses Lifestyle, I know I've been promising you guys daily vlogs on that and I have not produced, but I think it's because I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself on the kind of vlogs I want to do. So instead, I'm going to be doing daily like reactions / vlogs, story times, just whatever on that channel. It's going to be very unedited. Like how you get the story times in the car, you're going to be getting that side of me, but every single day on that channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, do the basic stuff. I know you guys love my story time, so make sure you comment your favorite parts, comment anything that makes you laugh. Let's begin the story today, guys. Hey, I remember the story a couple weeks ago when I was in America, and I had kind of a similar situation. But guys, today I'm going to be telling you guys a story about when I dated a girl that had purely revenge, bad intentions, whatever you want to call it, towards me. This girl went on dates with me just to do revenge. Now, let me tell you guys what happened. Why is she even doing revenge in the first place? I always tell you guys this. When I was in uni, I was a bit of a bad boy. Okay? I will admit it. I'm not the perfect guy, but I was a bit of a bad boy. I think there was a period of time where I was like ridiculously hench in the gym. Like I was like the guy. I'm not even trying to be that, but I was the guy at a certain point in uni. I think it was my second year. You know, I owned 2 cars. My hair was low. Waves were fucking crazy. If you walk past me, you can drown. Like physically call the police and you might drown. Like dead. I had that level of waves. I was built. You can say I was sexy. I don't care what anyone thinks. You can basically say I was sexy. So like I had this advantage over many guys, which was all the women loved me. Like all the women that were like, at the time I was probably like what, 21? 20, I'm not even sure, but women that were like 24, they loved me. There was something about me that they liked. I think the older you get, the more you start to appreciate like the handsome, the husky, you know, the cool, handsome men, and that's why I was at that age, and I took the absolute piss with it. I'll tell you how. I went to the gym one random day, I'm minding my business, and I see this amazing woman, and one thing about my eye, this stupid eyes of mine, once it sees something that it likes, it can't control itself. It must constantly keep looking until the point where someone can even call the police on me, because the way my eyes would just be looking. I was looking at this woman and I just thought, I have to get to know her. That's the most basic thing. So I do what I do best. If I meet someone at the gym, I never approach them in the gym. That's rude. If you're doing that, you actually need to get yourself checked, because someone has left their house to come and work out, to come and improve themselves, to come and help their mental state, and your own stupid self is now going to approach them. Hi, my name is James. I want to get to know you. Don't do that. Let them fucking finish their workouts first. I always wait for them to finish their workouts. Now, I purposely synchronizally finish it at the same time as them. So I'm watching them in the corner of my eyes. I'm working and I see that they're about to head to the changing room to go and wash themselves or whatever they're doing there. I love bloody knows what they're doing there. So me too, I was just gingerly, oops, oh, I'm fatigued. Oh, it's time for me to start leaving. That's what I'll do. So I left at exact same time. So as I'm leaving, obviously Pure Gym back then, you got to type in your PIN. So I wasn't advanced because I'll be real, I wasn't the one paying for my Pure Gym PIN. It was probably someone that gave me the PIN. So all I had was the PIN. But she had that tapping one where it's like, damn, and the door opens. So she's done that, and I'm trying to quickly press my PIN. Eventually I get there, we're both out kind of at the same time. So I open my boot on purpose so she knows the card that I have.
Bruh.
I'm surprised I'm not in jail. So I open my boot on purpose so she sees the card and I'm like, oh shit, sorry, like, you're right. What's your name? So I think I saw you in the gym, you were just doing the hack squats and that. My woman airs me, she's like, walks past. I'm like, I'm like, who are you? Sorry, do you not know who I am? I'm the guy right now. Like, this is my period of time where I don't really get declined. Like, yes, obviously back then I wasn't the guy, and now, even right now, I'm not even the guy like that. But back in that period of time, I was the guy. So I'm like, oh, I'm not even trying to annoy you. Sorry, I just want to find out your name. If you give me your name, I'll leave you alone. Like, that's how smooth I used to be. If you give me your name, I'll leave you alone. What kind of dangerous line is that? Anyways, she said her name, Sha, and I was like, oh, that's a beautiful name. Like, why do girls with beautiful names try to run away so quickly? I just want to get to know you. So she chilled. Now we're just talking. Eventually I got her number, we got to know each other. Boom. Now, me and this girl started texting. This girl went from I'm not interested to constantly replying. When I told you I would say hi before the I has even been delivered, I've typed in the H before my fingers even typed in I. The girl was like, hey. I was like, who's this excited mom? Someone that was not interested at all. You're now doing reps. Within seconds, I was getting replies. I was like, okay, this one likes me small. All right, let me work with this. So we're getting to know each other. Then we start planning like gym sessions together. So we're going to the gym at the same time. We're seeing each other. We're getting like little snacks after. And at this point, I had a very beautiful accommodation in uni. Like I had a studio that was massive. Like I had literally TV, lights. I want to tell you guys, I was the guy in that year. I was like the guy. So I had everything patterned. So I must have told her, oh, you might as well come over to my place. Let's get to know each other. She was like, that's a bit too soon. Let's get to know each other a bit more. I'm like, no problem. So we went on a Nando's date. To me, I didn't have money like that. I had money, but I didn't have money like that. So I had to keep everything kind of simple. Took her on a Nando's date. We talked. We get to know each other once again. Everything was fine at the beginning. Because you know me and my story times, things are always perfect at the start. So the next thing you know, this girl get a phone call like middle of the date. You know, sometimes you could just like hang up or just maybe just don't accept the call. It's like just leave it. This one will pick up the phone. Not there. That one's too simple. She'll stand up, and now obviously I have to observe what's behind because that's like that's my baby. That's why she'll stand up and she'll walk out of the restaurant to take the phone call. That's the first red flag. That one is not even red. That's the first purple flag that I saw from her. It was very odd. Where are you going to? Why are you taking phone calls outside? So obviously me being paro and me being young, I'm thinking, this girl trying to line me or something. Like, why does she keep going out for phone calls? I ignored it, Sha. You know that from Sha. I ignored it. Next thing you know, we went on another date one time. I think we went bowling just to do something fun. Then she'll be getting text and she's bowling and she's holding her phone. You know when your neck is nearly upside down, you're holding your phone to hide, to text. I'm like, what's wrong with this girl? Like, why does she keep hiding? Why does everything just keep hiding? Once again, I ignored it. Starting from Yash. So there was now a day where we were just chilling in, I think it was in a car. We went out somewhere. We just relaxed in the car, just getting to know each other. And her phone was there. You know, someone just leaves their phone there, and I just saw bing, and I saw a name that I recognized, but I was thinking there's many names in this world. Like when our mothers gave birth to us, we all have a lot of similar names. Something was towards me, but I didn't want to put too much attention to it. This name was someone that I know that I have spoken to in the past before, a long time ago. But my mind was saying, it's not this one connection. Nah, this one is not Wi-Fi. It wasn't possible. There was no way that connection was gonna be there. I just thought, nah, because my mind was moving mad. Because now I'm looking at this girl, thinking something is just not there. But I fucking ignored it, of course, because now I'm getting fed up. I'm like, you know, we've met a few times, we've gone out a few dates, and bear in mind, we still haven't kissed. This is a major thing for me, by the way, because as I was the guy back in the day, kissing was basic. Kissing was like if you eat food and you drink water. It was that basic to me. How can I not have 4 or 5 dates in? Nope. This woman she liked me, but she wasn't letting certain things happen. So we haven't kissed. I know you guys are probably thinking, Moses, what the fuck? 4 or 5 dates in, no kiss. I know, no kiss, nothing. I was like, I attempted every time. Like, I'll give you an example. The day that I went to bowling, actually, we finished bowling and we was in the car just talking. She was rubbing her hands on my hands. You know when people do those very, very irrelevant things that you see in movies that you know that people don't do in real life? She was doing it in real life. I think it was just rubbing her mind. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, like your hands feel soft. Like, you know, how does your lips feel? She was like, oh, my lips feel good. I was like, oh, I swear. Let me Let me feel them with my lips. She was like,
Oh
what?
my
I was
God.
like, why would you say that? That's the first day I felt really embarrassed with my line. For me, that's smooth. I was like, oh, let me feel my lips with your lips. She was like, why would you say that? I was like, you be schoolboy. I guess it's not a that then. That was the day that I knew asking this girl for a kiss or even trying to, inject a kiss was never gonna happen again. So I left it. Now, back to the current day. So now I mentioned to her that I don't know, I feel like all these days were going on, it's not really leading nowhere. Like, let's have like a little intimate moment, let's watch some movies and something chilled. She's now like, do you know what? Fair enough, we can actually do that. But we have to come to my place. I don't really want to come to your place. I don't want to be seeing students and so on and so forth. Fuck it up, why not? It takes away the pressure. I don't have to start worrying about you sitting in the corner, your bum is just at the edge, you can fall down but you don't really fall down. I don't have to worry about whether you like the drinks that I have in my fridge or whether you notice that there's a stain in the pillowcase that I can't be bothered to wash. I also don't want you to notice that my toothbrush has bendy parts because I can't be bothered to buy a new toothbrush every single 2 weeks. So I would rather just come to your house and not have to face all of these things that is probably going to be going through your head when you come to my house. So I was like, okay, no problem. So cool, so we organized the dates. Now we've gone to our house, and normally when I go to girls' place, especially when I was at uni, it used to be set up very, very well. It was very, very organized. Like, they'd have candles or music, or it smelled very nice, because they know the guy is coming. So like, they do the most. This one didn't do nothing. The house was just there. I was the one going through the thoughts. Why is there a bra hanging upside down? Why is your wig drying as if you're drying clothes at the back of your house? Is that someone's socks underneath the fridge? Why am I seeing Soulja Boy doing woo in your living room? A lot of things there was too much going on. I was like, this one doesn't give a shit about me. Anyways, we sit down. She's like, yeah. She's like, would you like some wine? Why not? If you're gonna offer me wine, something is probably gonna happen after I drink the wine. And back then I didn't even like drinking wine. Talk about alcohol. So I was like, sure. Gives me wine, we're both sipping. She puts on some random documentary, and this is when I knew that this wasn't going anywhere, because documentary is crazy. Documentary is like, shut up, let's watch this important facts about the bad things that's happening in life. Don't look at me, I won't look at you. Let's learn. This is an education. So watching that show, I was sipping wine. I'm starting to get a bit tipsy. I'm starting to notice that she's not really drinking as much as me, but I feel like I needed the confidence. Like I needed that vim. So I just kept drinking another glass. I was like 3 glasses in and I was tipsy. The next thing you know, I hear a knock on the door. Thinking, who the fuck is coming to your house around this time? Like, and I'm drunk, so like a lot's going through my mind. I'm thinking, is this where I die? Is this where they finally realize that I don't have a passport? I need to go back to the country, and maybe she's an immigration officer. Like, something is happening. Next thing you know, she goes towards the door. She walks very slowly, opens the door. Me, I'm so touched because the documentary at this point, I'm even invested. How am I finding out that Afghanistan never really liked fucking China because of the fact that the auntie lips one uncle? I was invested. My legs were crossed. One of my socks was like halfway off. I was touched. And I just see her coming and entering with another girl. I'm thinking, I'm rubbing my eyes twice. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I know this girl. This girl. Continue. This girl has brought her friend who is younger than her, someone that I've spoken to in the past, and she only spoke to me because she wanted me to have a conversation with her friend. I'll say that one more time. This bastard, why I don't have that much swear words in my head. Thank God I'm a Christian. This bombalistic, racialistic, God! This girl has brought her friend, someone that's younger than her. She's brought a girl that I've spoken to in the past to the house on purpose because she knew that I had history that wasn't finished. It was still kind of present, but it was history that in my head it was history. For her it was present. I had situations that have not finished. I had mission that has not been accomplished with this girl. So she brought her. I'll tell you guys a quick backstory. Long story short, without making me sound like a bastard, I kind of let this girl on. Yes, I didn't really like her. She liked me. I didn't really like her. I was a period of my time in life where I wasn't the happiest, so we kind of spoke. We didn't do anything. We linked up once, casual. But after that, I never spoke to her again. I ghosted her. Yes, hands up, I'm bad. Arrest me, I'm one of those guys. I was the guy back then. I did bad things, but that should have been the end. Like, I didn't hurt her. I didn't break her heart, I presume. We only just spoke for a bit and met once. Nothing happened. We didn't kiss. We didn't have sex. So like, in my head, that was the end of it. But no, this girl was still in her head there was unfinished business. Obviously she was texting me, calling me, and I wasn't picking up because that was it. But what she did was she figured out that I was speaking to someone that she knew because they were friends, and she said, speak to him for a while, don't do nothing with him. When he gets really comfortable with you, bring me to your house whilst he's there, and I'm gonna confront him. And that is what happened. I immediately started putting down my half-worn socks back on. I turned off the TV. I said, I am screwed. The first thing I heard was, so like, why did you ghost me? Like what was the need? Like what was the need for you to ghost me? Like why? You didn't even have, why? And I was just there like, Jesus Christ. I was still focused on this girl's bum, the other one, the new one. I'm still thinking, Jesus, is this what I have to go through just for Nyash? Like I have to now deal with this one that I've ghosted. Okay, no problem. Let me look away for a bit. I'm like, okay, like I'll be real. This was like 3 years ago. Like why are we still? I know, but like, Moses, like, I don't think you understand. This is my bestie. Like you think you're just gonna enter my bestie's life and speak to her, and it's not gonna go through me? Like, are you crazy? I'm in an apartment. I'm in a house with 2 girls. One that I want so bad, I met at the gym. Another one that I've ghosted 3 years ago. Best friends, and they're attacking me. The other one said, you don't just be doing that thinking you can speak to the next girl. I'm like, hey, God, dude. I'm just trapped. I'm like, okay, do you know what, guys? I'm like, let me just go home. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me just not speak to any shit. No, Moses, no, we're gonna deal with this. I'm like, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Holy shit. I'm like, wait, hold on. Please, I'm sorry for whatever I did in the past. Yeah, let me just go home now and let's forget this. The girl's like, no, like at the end of the day, we're gonna solve this. I'm like, what are we solving? She's like, why don't you like me? Hey, God, that question is harder than Shakespeare's theory of evolution. That's not Shakespeare, is this? That's Darwin. They're both the same thing, Sha. That one is harder. I'm like, what do you mean? Why don't you like? She's like, why did you pretend you liked me when you knew you didn't like me? Why? What about me don't you like? I'm like, oh God, dude. I'm scratching my hair. I'm pulling the beard I didn't have. Everything is happening. I'm like, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do in this situation? It made absolutely no sense. I'm like, hey, Jesus. I'm like, it's not that I didn't like you. I just didn't think we were compatible. She's like, why didn't you just say? Why did you leave me on red for like 3 years? You didn't reply to me. Moses, you know I actually genuinely likes you. I said, okay, all right. I'm deeply sorry. I even have to get on my knees. Like I'm deeply sorry. I don't know why I did that. I was a bad boy. I wouldn't do it again. I'm sorry. Can we be friends? Can we like resolve this? She's like, but like now you like my friend. I don't know whether I want you guys to speak. Like I'm like, does your friend even like me? The girl's like, of course, who doesn't fucking like you? Like, look at you. But I can't speak to you if you've hurt my girl in the past. I'm like, hey God. I'm like, okay, do you know what? Let me just not speak to any of you guys. And that would just be it. And then the older one, the one that I recently met, was now saying, oh, so you want to ghost me too? So I'm just there like, like I'm not here to ghost anybody. I'm not even a ghost. Me, I'm a human being. I feel like I'm alive. I'm not dead. What do you mean ghost? So you want to ghost me too, Moses? You want to ghost me? You just met me. You like me. We've been how many days? You want to ghost me too? Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? You can have him. The other girl's like, no, babe, you can have it. And they're just there going back and forth. I'm just there with my dirty socks, thinking about how unclean my apartment is. And they're just there going at each other like, nah, babe, you have him. She's like, nah, babe, do you know what? Yeah, I shouldn't have even come here. You have him. She's like, no, do you know what? I've realized how lucky you was. And I'm just there like, these girls are just violating me in front of me. Like, me that I was supposedly the guy, I felt so violated. I'm like, okay. So none of you guys want me. They're like, do you know what? You can just get out of here. Like, I don't know why we even bothered. Oh, God. And the way I left that house, I felt like if anybody could see my life right now, if anybody can see what's happening in my life right now, they'll think, Moses, you need to find God. God even needs to find you first. Because I was like, what? Why am I living this life? Girls are arguing over me, not for me, that they don't want me. Ew, no, you have him. Ew, no. Oh, God. I went from my mind, the guy, to not the guy. I was your guy. No, what horrible joke was that one? I just felt like arse. I never wanted to tell the story because it doesn't even make me look cool. I was not the victim here. I was victim. I was even Tim. Me and Vic were Tim. Oh my God. But yeah, guys, look, that's the end of the story. I went home and I felt like shite. I was like, right now I start doing CRB checks on women because that was so embarrassing for me. But yeah, that's the end of the story. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you do want to see more story times, which I will do a lot more on my other channel. Guys, make sure you comment that below and I will make that happen. I love you guys. Always, the support is always there. The 1,000,000 subs is coming soon. The life-changing idea just needs to hit me, and it will. The LDN gang, see you guys soon.